I've never slept with a girl since I was born. Never.
Karishma, you didn't chat small?
I've slept with girls. I've showered with girls. I've never slept with a girl.
When you mean slept with girls, you mean like lay in the same
Yeah,
bed,
I've not had sex with a girl
no sexual
before.
interaction.
No, I had a girlfriend who was attracted to me, but we didn't do anything, and she knew like I was different, so she didn't want to bother anymore. Honestly, I know how to ride than a girl do. So,
But when it comes to girl, you're a virgin.
yeah, because I've never slept with a girl
before. Yeah, you've never
before.
been with a girl before. Oh my God.
I was in a relationship with him forever, and when he even got married, I was still having my corns with him. The wife was a busy person. I was being a humanitarian.
Hello everyone, welcome to Chat with Love TV. I'm your host, Love TV, the executive producer of LIB Baddies and Baddies House. Today I have a very special guest that need no introduction at all because y'all love her. She's your mother. You see her. She's your teacher. What is she not? How you been?
It's been tiring, but I mean,
What been tiring?
I mean, the fact that I'm getting married, so.
Oh my God, I can't wait to get into that.
I know.
That's stressful, girl.
It is.
But anyways, how you been as far as social media, as far as beefing with people? How do you control that? How do you deal with that mentally?
So I've had a rough past from childhood where, it's hard to understand from a Christian family and the culture I'm from. With the fact that my family doesn't understand that I'm different, and me being trans and, understanding my body, living in Liberia and then having to relocate to the U.S., the culture, the diversity, the background, and ethnicity and all of that. So it's just too many things mixed up. And then with my sexuality or my gender identity, it's a mind-blowing thing.
So I want to know, so how do you identify yourself?
So my pronouns are she and her.
She and her, okay.
Yeah.
Is that just your pronoun or you are?
So I know people find it hard. A lot of people be like, oh, you trans, but I don't consider myself to be trans. Because if you look at my ID, it says woman.
Okay.
It doesn't say male/female. It says female on my ID. So
okay, for us who don't know the definition of a trans, right? What's the definition?
So I would say the definition of trans is somebody who feels like they're trapped in the wrong body.
Okay.
Like, so it could be sex says this, and then your mind, your body says this. So
okay, a male that's trapped into a female body, a male that was born biologically a female, and now he's starting to feel like, well, he's starting to feel like this is not my body, and he want to be the person he want to be, which is a male. So for you, right, when you say, oh, I'm not trans, what do you mean you're not trans? So
when I say I'm not trans, I mean gender defining me says I'm trans because it says LGBTQIA+.
Right.
But then I feel like I'm a woman.
Okay. You feel like you was born a woman.
Yeah, and I'm trapped within the wrong body.
But it doesn't that make you trans?
It wouldn't say trans to me. I just want to be seen as who I feel I want to be seen. So I'm not trying to ask people, but I'm not trying to appeal to people, I would say, but I'm trying to tell people this is me. This is what you need to respect. This is who you need to respect. And this is me.
Okay. So when people say, oh, they call you out of your name, out of your pronouns, right? How do you respond to that?
I consider it disrespectful.
It is.
Yeah. It's almost like you're trying to force somebody into something that they're not.
Right.
Yeah. You walk up on the street, you would not look at somebody and call them, no, you're fat. That's disrespectful. So I feel like when people call me male and then misgender me and with the pronoun thing, it's a whole different ball game.
When did you first realize you were LGBTQ?
I was 9 years old.
9 years old. First, before we get to that, where did you grow up? Where were you born? I want to know more about you. Like, you're so interested. I want to know.
So I was born in Liberia. I was born into a Catholic family.
Oh wow.
Yeah, both Christian family, very religious. And I'm like the second to the last person. So I'm the second to the last born. And I don't know how to say this, but I feel like, okay, I'm gonna have to bring this out because it's just too hard for me, but I want to bring it out. So I feel like being born to a religious family and you feel like you're different.
Right.
And then with societal construct and beliefs, all of that helps to make things look more complicated, especially for my family and for me.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, from 9 years old, I realized I knew I was a girl. So I always felt like I was a girl.
How though, in a country like Liberia,
Like,
most people assume that, oh, if this person is gay or if this person is trans or if this person is LGBTQ, they pick it up from somebody. They were molested when they were kids. Something happened to them. Something bad happened to them. So was that the case for you?
no. I was, okay, so it all started like a nightmare. I was loved initially. And the moment I came out with my sexuality, it became complicated. I mean, 9 years old child, I never knew what was TV. I never knew the internet. I never knew what was TV, but I knew I was different. My mind told me I was different. My body told me from within inside of me told me I was different.
In Liberia.
In Liberia.
Weren't you scared being a kid where in a country where...
I think for people, the society, the community felt it was fun. Like, oh, you know, it's just a little boy trying to be a girl.
So you was dressing up at that age?
I mean, I was dressing up when my parents are not around, but I always used to love playing the mother. You know, you got your cousins and everybody, and then they'd be like, oh, who's the mom? And I'm like, no, I want to be the mom. And my cousins and I will fight over the fact that I want to be the mother.
After you realize, okay, I'm different from everybody else, how many siblings do you have?
What? Okay, 5.
5 siblings, that's good. How did your family react to, not even how did your, before we get there, after you realized, oh, I'm different from everybody, I'm this person, what was your next step? Like, what did you do next to feel like, okay, this made me feel like, yeah, even though you're not transitioning fully, but you're satisfied and you feel like, okay, I'm partial myself, like a little bit, I'm myself a little bit. What was your next step from
I think I never had a next step, but what I did was I continued to further my education. I went to school, graduated at the age of 18.
Wow. You graduated
In high school in Liberia at the age of 18. Immediately I pursued college.
That's
So,
good.
so I was not distracted because of my sexuality or my gender identity. But I wanted to prove to my family who felt like, you know, people have a belief when you're from the LGBTQI community, nothing comes out of you. It's just about sex, sex, sex. So
Sex
I was
and
trying to
disease.
change the narrative. Yeah.
That's good. So you realize I'm at this age, this young age, I'm different from everybody else. Did you communicate that with anybody in your family or friends? Who?
I told several friends of mine
Oh wow! And what was the reaction?
because they were like me.
Oh, so you was in the same circle. Did you?
But I never knew them when I was 9 years old. All my cousins felt like, I just wanted to be girly. Nobody knew by then.
Okay. Did you tell your family?
No, but they knew, obviously. Mother knows best.
So your mom just pick it up.
Yeah, she picked it up. She knew. But she couldn't have a conversations with me about it. I think all she felt she could do was pray about it.
Oh wow! And you knew that she knew. What did you do?
I knew she knew, but we were not having the conversations. It was very disturbing for them because they're more religious, and then somebody taking you and like, oh, we will take you to the church. And then we're praying for you, and they're fasting for you. And then 2 days later, 1 week later, you come back being even more girly than you were before.
Right. So you was feminine back home.
I was completely feminine.
Oh wow! And you was not scared at all.
No, I wasn't.
So at what point did you come out? Did you came out fully to everybody?
When I was 20 years old, then I had a job. I could fend for myself.
You had a job in Liberia?
Yeah.
I
ran
hear
a whole-
lot of stories about people not working and stuff like that.
I was running a whole NGO that focuses on issues around LGBTQI people. So
Oh wow!
on human
what's-
rights issues, yeah.
You know what's crazy? Most people think that you came here and you transition here? You
No.
came here and everything just started for you here. You discovered, okay, I'm LGBTQ. That's what most people think.
No. I started from back home. Everybody knew I was different. My pronoun has always been she, her, but my documentations in Liberia had he on it. So when I relocated to the U.S.,
What year was that?
my first time living in the U.S. was 2016. I used to live in Philly.
Wow. How was Philly for you?
Since I was new to the surrounding, I felt like it was a little harsh for me. And I was just a home kind of girl, go to work and come home.
Right.
So I didn't do much as compared to now.
Okay. But anyways, like you said, you came to the United States when you was 20 years old.
No, not when I was 20 years old. I came here 2016. I have to look at the year when it was 2016, but I'm trying to remember my age at 2016.
Right. So you came here in 2016. Who sent for you? How did you get here?
So it was a whole process, legal. I mean, I have a family in Philadelphia. I have a family in Atlanta and all of that. My grandma lives in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
So it was like where you feel comfortable, you want to be, where you want to live. And so I was like, I'm more cool with my auntie here in Philly. So I'm going to stay in Philly because I didn't want to go to Atlanta where like I be schooled around and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm going to stay here with my auntie in Philly.
So your family knew you was gay in Liberia, right?
Yeah, my family knew. Okay, they understood I was gay. They didn't understand that I was trans.
Okay.
Yeah, so they knew that I was. And now the funniest thing was, I was sexually not attracted to gay people.
What do you mean by that?
I was sexually attracted to straight men.
Ma.
Yeah, honestly, I was sexually attracted to straight men. I was never attracted to gay people.
Why is that?
Because I
was
just had a thing for straight men. The masculinity, their body, the fact that they're more.
They do have some masculine men in the LGBTQ community, right?
Yeah, they do have masculine men in the LGBTQ community, but then the flamboyantism. I would say flamboyance. They're more flamboyant. They're more flashy. Their nails are always more clean and all of that.
Oh, you like men with dirty nails?
No, not with the dirty nails, but
but
no, I just want him. I want him to be roughed.
Right.
The abs, the chest, the body, the masculine. That makes me more comfortable. That makes me more scared. I'm with a man.
Like
I'm
a
safe.
princess. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I understand that. So, are you still attracted to straight men?
I've always been attracted to straight men.
Girl, you are bad. You're just wrong. But okay.
No, I've always been attracted to straight men, and I feel like I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the LGBTQ community or the gay men out there, but the vibe I get when a man is straight is far different from the vibe I get when a man is gay. So I'm currently attracted to my boyfriend who lives in Sweden, who is more gay. But before, when I was not with him, it was a whole. If you're not straight,
what's that vibe? What's that vibe? Can you describe it?
they're not overplus clean. They have this men kind of smell in their boxers, their body.
Ma.
Like, I mean, people has fantasy and stuff like that.
No,
So,
you're right.
I mean,
Because the reason why I say you, because women talk about how men are dirty all the time. Women be like, men don't know how to wash their ass.
When I mean dirty, I don't know how people understand the term dirty.
No, I know what you mean.
I mean, when a man go out, he work out and stuff like that, goes to the gym, he comes back, he takes off a boxer, he has a body smell from his skin on it, not dirty. No.
I figure.
That's what kind of smell like, oh, girl, it's enticing.
Like, yeah, into sweats and bro. Like,
yeah, like, I mean, that used to be my thing until I met my boyfriend in Sweden, so.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I would like to stay on the subject. So, what I'm trying to understand, right? Because most people in Liberia, when the family find out, oh, you gay, or like you like girls, whatever it is, right? It's like, we don't mess with this. This is done. If you either pick the family or you pick whatever desire you want. Did your family ever give you that choice?
Yeah, I was given the choice. Like I said, at some point in time, I knew how to fend for myself. I could earn.
At what age you was given that choice? And how, can you explain, how did that happen? How did the whole story come up?
So the whole story came up when I dated somebody who, that was the first man I dated. He had a wife.
Okay.
But he was somehow linked to the family. And then nobody knew.
Karishma.
And I mean, he had a thing for me, I had a thing for him. So
How old were you and how old were him?
I was 18.
You was 18 and how old were
He
him?
was far older than me. He was like in his 30 something or 40.
Girl,
So
you gonna go fuck the family friend?
no, when I mean family friend, it's not like close.
Family.
It's like a acquaintance kind of family. Like,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
hey, what's up? Mhm.
But still though, and you saw the wife.
I knew the wife, and he was a player. So, I mean, it was more like a huge meet in the town.
Did she ever find out?
She never did because she knew like he was a play dad to me. So,
Ma,
a girl has to do what she has to do.
you fucking bro.
Yeah,
But no, I'm sorry. That's
It's okay.
crazy. Your family, did your family ever find out about that?
no.
So nobody found out.
They never did. My mom was trying to be smart, but I mean, come on. I have a young brain. Obviously, I could think times 5 before she thinks so. I was always erasing everything. I never kept text messages in my phone. I saved his number has question mark and a punctuation and a hashtag. So nobody would ever know.
Wow.
And I never saved messages between us because obviously he had a family. He was a real rich
How many
dude.
kids he had?
He had 1 kid by then.
One kid.
Mm-hmm.
And how did your relationship begin?
It became like he was close to my mom and he was, friends with every one of them. And he started saying me, I'm in the community. I like school. And he's like, okay, you like school? I like kids that like school. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. And he started giving me lunch, $40, $50 for lunch. But now this is the thing I thought about myself. Like, if I ever have to have sex for my first time in life, it has to be with a worthy man. I'm not going for a brokey. No. So I know how to calculate on the coins. I know how to smell the money on the man.
Teach me, please.
So I was smelling his perfume. It was giving $500, $600.
And you was 18
His
at that
Rolex.
time.
But I wanted to experience something, so I was very eager to know too many things.
So you learn a lot to spot the type of men
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah, their Rolex is always where their riches are. So his watch was expensive, his colognes. I was not looking at his outfits.
The money is never there.
It's never
always
there.
in the watch.
Yeah. And then he had worked with the rubber company. Girl, when it's a rubber company.
So he spoke money. Well, you saw dollar sign, and you didn't care that he had a family or his family was close friends with your family.
He was not only sexually attracted to me, he liked me.
So it was more than that.
So it was not like I was going for money. No.
You had a relationship.
We had a whole relationship. We could meet up.
And how long were you in a relationship with this man?
I was in a
family?
relationship with him forever. And when he even got married, I was still having my coins with him.
So he wasn't married when y'all started.
He had a serious relationship, but he wasn't married.
And then y'all had a relationship until he got married.
He got married, and
The
we were still having it.
Oh wow! And how many kids did he have?
He was having only one. He's not the type who loved to be, So I was being a humanitarian. I mean, Liberia is like a country of digestive system. It's like a digestive
Girl,
system.
every hoe say that. Every hoe say.
Yeah, I was trying to be a humanitarian. I was helping her. She was not around, and I could do a lot for her. I mean, he was not going out there to pregnant anybody. So obviously, I was the one accepting everything.
And you was okay with doing that.
Yeah, I was okay with doing it because obviously I knew about condoms. So I never had unprotected sex with him.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So with this man, did y'all ever talk about his sexuality? Like, were you like, do you know you're gay? You're low-key in the closet?
He told me he wasn't gay. He was attracted to my femininity.
Oh, okay. And did you believe that?
That's his opinion.
Do you think he, after you left, obviously you moved, that's why the relationship ended, right? Or you broke
So
up
it was not when I moved, because since I was running a whole NGO, I could travel around the world. So I had opportunity to go to other countries. And my first trip in life was with him. I went to Ghana with him for
Oh,
threesome
wow.
with somebody, some other girl. You know, he like
Was he
freaky
married
thing.
at that time?
No, he wasn't married.
He wasn't married. Okay.
Yeah, but he like freaky things. So he got this girl. He's like, let's go to Ghana. I'm like, what are we going to do in Ghana? He's like, we're going to do something that you've never done before. And I was eager. I want to know. I want to learn. So I flew to Ghana with him. And, you know, he was, you know, but one thing I told him, I was not going to participate with the girl because I was not feeling it for her. I was feeling it for him.
Right.
So he's like, let's do stuff. And then the girl, myself, and him, we went in the hotel room.
You didn't touch the girl?
I didn't touch her. She was trying to touch me. I'm like, girl, don't even do this. I'm not a
Why?
lesbian. No. I've never slept with a girl since I was born. Never.
Karishma, you didn't try small?
I've slept with girls. I've showered with girls. I've never slept with a girl.
When you mean slept with girls, you mean like lay in the same
yeah,
bed,
I've
but
not- I've not had sex with a girl
no sexual
before.
interaction.
No. I had a girlfriend who was attracted to me, but we didn't do anything. And she knew like I was different, so she didn't want to bother anymore.
Oh my God. So you're a virgin when it comes to girls?
I don't know. I would say virgin because honestly, I know how to ride than a girl do. So
But when it comes to girl, you're a virgin.
Yeah,
You
because
don't-
I've never slept with a girl
you've never
before.
been with a girl before. Oh my God. Girl, experience some things.
I wish I could, but now the thing is, my body has developed. There's a blocker in my body. You know,
Oh, okay.
the male testosterone in my body
Right.
is not producing sperm anymore, so I don't get a hard on. So I just like to ground.
But because that was my next question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been with girls? But you just answered that question. That's crazy. Because most people that have been trapped in the wrong body, they've experienced that before. To be like, okay, yeah, I'm done. Who sent for you to come here?
My family did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So after all that, they didn't dislike you.
No, I mean when I say my family, my aunt who stays in Philadelphia did. So
Do you still talk to your parents, your mom?
back home, yeah. I talked to my mom. I was on the phone with her today.
Oh wow. So she accept you for who you are.
She just have to. She has no other options.
No, ma. She get options. She love you. That's why she accept you. Cause most people, parents,
Yeah.
they don't. They be so quick to cut them off. So you came here, and then when you came here, what was the next step for you? When did you start? When did you start your transition? I don't want to say transition because you said you are not a trans. But when did you start the process of okay, name change, and you know
I've been a homeless from Liberia.
how?
So there's this thing called the black market hormones. So I knew I could access the black market hormones. So,
Oh wow.
but in Liberia, I was only taking pills. But here, I'm injecting myself with injections. So
Wait, in Liberia?
in Liberia,
What year was this?
2021.
Wait, because you say you came here when
Yeah, I was here and then I went back home because I had
okay.
work.
Oh, okay.
So I got a whole grant that I needed to implement in Liberia. I'm not gonna call the company name, the donor name. So I was working on human rights issues. So
That's good. That's good. You're well spoken. You're very educated. That's good. I love that about you. When is the wedding?
December 25th,
December 25th, next month. Where would that be?
Sweden.
Sweden? Okay. Well, have fun. Congratulations. And you said you guys are thinking about having a circuit, correct? How long will it take before you'll start having kids after the wedding?
3 years from now.
3 years? Okay. You feel like you're prepared for that?
Kind of.
Is your fiance, is he moving over here or?
We've not decided yet. I could move to Sweden. I loved it.
Well, you guys are getting married. Where are you guys going for honeymoon?
South Africa.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. Do you have any advice for anybody that, you know, trapped in the wrong body?
Just be you, be authentic. Live you, just be free. And the rest of the world will love you for you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe and like. Thank you.